Hi everyone, my name is Teenu Terrence and I'm at Eastea Spill the Tea by Social PR. The first thing we're going to play is What's on My Phone. There is no guess, it's always food. So even more than my son, I think I have more food pics on my phone. The last photo taken is my mother's fish fry, sorry. So I was shooting and I think it just looked spectacular, so I kept a few pictures just for my viewing pleasure. Okay, wallpaper, you can't see much of it, but it's always family. And this was an extremely special birthday because my son wants to become a DJ when he grows up. So this was a DJ themed party. And I saw my sister and her baby after many years. So it was a grand reunion, so that's always my wallpaper. Okay, it's a little boring, trust me, but let me see. It's always about diet, which I never follow, or it's about a recipe which I always wing, or it's some sort of homework for my son, or it's research for my job. Okay, that is my son. So we have this rule that when he comes back from school, he has to call me and he has to tell me what homework he has and how school was and everything. Because when he doesn't call, I come home to him relaxing, and then at the end of the day, when it's time to sleep, he says he has homework, he has a myriad projects. So this is a rule that always goes when I'm at work. That has to be one that resembles me quite a bit. Not fat, but I shall tell you. That is the smile emoji, the big one, the ROFL one. Yeah, I do that quite a bit with people I'm very comfortable with. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to play Never Have I Ever, and every time my answer is yes, I'm going to take a sip of my Eastea. Okay, the Korean craze, right? I immediately got buldak noodles, and it is the most spiciest thing on earth, or at least not earth, but as far as I've tried. So I bought the cheesy version because I thought it would be milder. No, I cried so much, my palate was numb. It was bad. I didn't have dinner, which is a sad thing for me. You remember those butter boards? I personally do not like them. Nothing against the creator. I just find it icky spreading the butter on a wooden slab, no matter how clean it or fresh it is. I tried it, but I was so grossed out by it, I finally just washed it all off. Nobody got to taste it. I didn't taste it. So that was a bit of a disaster, but yeah, I vowed never to try such things again. Oh my God. I think you guys are going to be the first one to hear about this because I did have an experience which I've never written about. This was a couple of years ago, and as a family we love Singapore because that place is a food mecca. And we went to Hawker Chan and we were really excited, and this was going to be my first Michelin star experience. So we go there, we order the signature soy chicken, and everybody orders rice, and my son and I order noodles. And then we eat, we were very happy. It didn't live up to the standards, it's so proclaimed, but it was fine, it was an experience. And then we were walking to the Wings of Time show. And at the same time, my son and I just started clutching our tummies and we were crying in pain. And then we ran downhill. We were climbing uphill, okay? So we ran downhill into the toilet, and that was the only toilet in Singapore with a faucet, thank God, because we were puking, and I'm not going to describe the rest, but it was a mess. Actually, a lot of tourists came in and they just exited in a second because the scene was that bad. So my son and I were taking turns to puke, and it was so bad, we collapsed and an ambulance had to rush us to the hospital. Yeah, it wasn't great because that night we were supposed to dine at Cut by Wolfgang Puck. So that was a horrible loss. And yeah, but the next day we were fine. I had Singapore chili crab. I'm not missing out on that no matter what. But yeah, that was a horrible experience at a Michelin star restaurant. Well, it's not burnt per se, but it was spoiled, and it was many years back, and I kind of ruined the one thing that is deemed unruinable, and that's Maggi noodles. So we were having a sleepover, all our cousins, and I said, you know what, I'm going to make Maggi. It's so easy. All of us love Maggi. I'll just chop vegetables, because in the ads, they just show the Maggi and the vegetables and the water all swimming around. And this was years back, so don't judge me now, okay? And I put on a huge kettle of water, and I think I put 10 packets of Maggi in there, like the individual cakes, and then I put a lot of vegetables chopped up into huge sizes. End of the day, it was just a horrible, inedible mush. So yeah, that was one dinner that nobody ever forgot. I'm trying to, but yeah, memories. Nope, no sip of tea. I never fake liking a food to stay on top of things. The day is more or less typical, but here's my thing. I have lists for everything. I don't know if I look it, but I'm somebody who's extremely meticulous with the things I have to do every day. So I have daily lists, I have work lists, I have Arav lists. Arav is my son, so I have lists regarding his work. I have lists for my job. I work with the management consultancy, so I have lists for that. I have lists for my passion-led Let's Talk Food. So yearly, monthly, daily, a lot of lists. So that helps me get through the day. More or less helps me feel like I'm organized, but yeah. Okay, so this is something I really like myself too. It's a very, very simple, and it is a no-fail honey garlic chicken. And it is so crisp, and it's sweet, and it's got a tang from the vinegar that you put in, but it's not spicy. So if you like spice, you might not like this as much, but trust me, it's really worth trying out. So there is absolutely no debate. 3 characters. The first one is going to be Remy from Ratatouille, and the second one is going to be Charles Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the third one is going to be Willy Wonka. Oh, can you imagine the conversation at that table? I don't think I would want dinner to ever finish, because it would be just so much fun. And these characters, all of them, yes, they do love their food, but I love the passion that they have. And even though they're imaginary characters, you relate with them so much on so many levels. Innovation, the passion, and just talking about it. I just love all 3 characters, and definitely I would want to have dinner with them. I don't know if it's funny or if it's weird, but it was a marriage proposal because I cook. Okay, so basically this man wanted to marry me, so I'll stay in the kitchen. I don't know what that sets back, but yeah, I thought that was an odd message to receive. I think it would be to eat whatever and not gain weight. But yeah, on a more serious note, it's a little more boring. What I would want the power to just turn back time a day. A day, Madhi. I won't ask for too much, you know. And I just want to sleep and eat and do the things I want, because the entire day I'm hustling as a mom, I'm hustling at work, I'm hustling with Let's Talk Food. There's just so much happening. So I just want a time where, you know, maybe pause time as well. I can turn back and pause time also, so I can just pause something for a few hours and take a nice lavish nap, because I don't think I've slept in 10 years. Yeah, properly. I don't mess with tea. Only milk tea. Good, or maybe a good karak chai. I don't mess with flavors. And I thought every single possible flavor of tea was already invented, so let's not go there. But yeah, a proper, good, solid milk tea, that's my route. So once again, this is Teenu Terrence, and a big thank you to Eastea for this wonderful hamper and for having me on board. Well, look forward to more things. Bye.